Welcome back. It's been a while. No excuse for that. I just haven't been really video oriented. But we're here now, so might as well talk. Today's session, well, I'm gonna start off by talking about social media, short form content in particular. So I'm gonna jump right into it. I've been having an Instagram account for close to 2 months now, I guess. Now I've been exposed to short form content via YouTube Shorts. The content is, it's not good, but it's not so brain dead as Instagram is. Now I don't have personalized algorithms serving me content, so maybe that plays some part, but the main problem I have, doom scrolling is a thing, so I got exposed to that. But the content itself, I'm talking about Instagram, is just so fucking dumb. It's the same repurposed shit. That works, I get it. People out to make money and see numbers grow, but just the effect that it has on your soul. I was shitting about being addicted to YouTube, but holy fuck, I would rather be addicted. I would rather watch 3 hours of quote unquote brain dead content on YouTube, about God knows what. I would rather watch meme compilations for hours than be exposed to probably hundreds of quote unquote videos of just brain dead repurposed shit. There are some good things, but goddamn, how the fuck are you supposed to absorb that? Like, it's not even about absorbing information. Like, your brain shuts off, and it's not even that you're getting programmed. It's nothing. It's literal visual diarrhea, fecal matter, right? So, yeah, I deleted the Instagram app. Then I realized, fuck, I need to put up some shit. Now, how I use Instagram is just pictures, right? It's intended purpose, I guess. That's fine. It's what you make of it. But avoiding scrolling through that shit, well, it's not that hard. You can do it. It's just something I wanted to get off my chest, like, yeah. That is Instagram. I know this content I will put up to YouTube is not so good, but I don't give a fuck at this point. Nobody really seems to care. Of course, it's been, I don't know, 10 plus years at this point. It's 24, so everybody got caught up in it. I'm just late for the party, and honest to God, I wouldn't have wanted to find it out, but hey, you gotta know those things. You gotta know these things. Yeah, second, I don't know, I'm at this place, you can see. It's fairly far away from all the bullshit that's going on in the city. And yes, transition is, this is the transition. Instead of, you know, staying inside your room, locked up, and scrolling the doom feed, go outside, touch some grass. Well, in this particular case, I touched some. That's a dumb word. I breathe some fresh air. Right? The fresh air is, I don't know, it's like 500 meters above sea level. It's not that much, but that's beside the point. I would show it to you, but kind of greedy like that. This place has existed for. By this place, I mean this hut. I don't know. There are some scribbles from '93, and even older, like '86. And just thinking about it, how this place has such a rich history. Like, even in today's time, it kind of stayed the same. It is as timeless as the designs, the car designs of the '90s. Thinking Japanese cars, and the other ones too. But think about it. How many? Or I guess if I think about it, how many people have been here just like me, not recording videos, but who knows? 10 years ago that was a thing already. So yeah, how many breakups happened over here? How many people fell in love? How many groups of people had the time of their youth? And I get to be a part of it. Yeah, it's a beautiful thing to reflect upon. Your fantasy can go wild, but yeah, just peace. Speaking of peace, taking a break from, I guess, the worst aspects of modern life, you know, we find peace in a place like this that was here before me and after me. Now that I have this phase of coming here, as I mentioned before, it stayed the same. And if the fucking AI god takes over, people can still come here and just be in this bubble, basically, that this place offers. The peace, this sentimental history of it, if you care to recognize it. So, yeah, you get filled up with peace, and that room. Mm, you come here to this place, or any places like this, for that matter, and just like right now, I rant about things that are currently going on, and in exchange I get this peace back. It fills up the mind with it gives room for, well, for you, for whatever comes from within. Yeah, this is my only wish, that people would. I mean, I do believe that people, there are still people who have this same situation, perhaps not with this place, but with others, or the same people from nth amount of years ago, coming back here and reminiscing about those memories they made here. Only time will tell if I will do the same. But my main focus is the young people. I'm about to turn 23 in a few months. And yeah, I kind of wish, even if not people I know, just people taking the time to appreciate this kind of thing in their life. But when would you do that? When day to day, minute to minute, you're just bombarded with this visual diarrhea of fake shit. 'Cause it's all fake, it's all repurposed, it's all just synthetic. And that's the future, whether I like it or not. So, yeah, that is something we have to accept. I have to accept. But as I said, there's still room for realness. And what goes up must come down too. And I don't know, if I take a moment to think about it, I'm gonna say another 10 years and people will, at least I really hope that it's gonna be as early as 10 years. People are gonna bounce back. Because from here on out, I don't know, the people, the kids who are born today, after 2020, they get wrapped up in this from, I don't know, from an age that they have, how should I phrase this? This is all they're going to know. Not this, sadly, but the majority is going to never develop a healthy prefrontal cortex. My generation is already a victim of that, as yours truly is. Yeah. My generation. Yeah, work sucks. Work fucking sucks. But this has just been a part of life, and being confronted with it as a Gen Zer, that's no word, as a part of Gen Z generation. God damn, I'm falling apart, but you know what, fuck it. This video is gonna be probably like half an hour long. If you care to listen to it, God bless. Yeah, poor kids won't even have a chance to really experience this. There's a chance, because I grew up with TV, I been pre-exposed to this brain dead shit in a different kind of form, you know. Difference was I had no choice in consuming content that I quote unquote wanted. Nowadays it's even more fucked because everything is specifically tailored to you by AI. That's another topic. AI. In a year, I mean, it has gotten so good. Like, so good. And it's only improving. The phrase is, think about it, what you see today is the worst that this type of, I'm talking about generative AI by the way, that this type of technology is going to be. And I don't know, in this year, at the end of this year, I would dare to argue that it's gonna be I don't know the word. I know the word, but I can't. You won't be able to tell what's what. And on the mainstream, it won't have much of a. I mean, it will have a big ass. It will have big consequences on content. It already has, and big corporations are getting caught up with it. But market is gonna be flooded, but never let the crisis go to waste. So there are opportunities. Now, what I can tell the future is, which is not just my opinion, but you can see it coming when big institutions will start to, start to require identification. But I guess, yeah, identification to have accounts for platforms, which, in my eyes, sure, it's gonna suck. People won't really care. Most of them. Honestly, you can just. There are workarounds. But the best one, get your own website. I mean, I've been hosting a website for a few years now, and sure, it's not convenient, sure, you gotta learn, but honestly, the way we are going, if you want to be, how should I phrase it? If you like to be fucked with your online identity, well then, just stay out of IT and not learn things. I am planning to make a series to help people who are interested in this. What will entail is basically getting away from Windows and Mac and just going on to Linux. And you may think that Linux sucks, and to tell you the truth, it does for it does for a few. I don't want to say years because it depends how much time you put in it, but the learning curve is definitely wonky. You see, let me explain how I see the thing. Linux allows you, desktop Linux is what I'm talking about, allows you to use your computer the way you want to. So essentially, you will have to, or you will find rather, a way that you like to use computers. Now, I'm not going into the open source philosophy because it's an ideology that falls apart real quick in the eyes of normies, basically. I've been down the rabbit hole of, you know, using all open source. I I didn't disable the Intel management engine, blah blah blah, but I bought into the meme of buying a ThinkPad. Let me tell you, it's good. They're good, like an old ThinkPad. This is what I'm talking about. I did Hackintoshing. Uh, Personally, macOS just kind of not fit for my purposes. It's not a bad operating system, but it is. It is. It sucks. I mean, uh, sure, if you already are in the Apple ecosystem and you suck Apple's dick, sure, do it. It definitely is more suitable for personalized use than Windows, in my opinion, because it has a terminal with ZSH, uh, which allows you to use your computer how you want it to. God damn, I don't know. For me, the learning of macOS just makes no sense. Like, it makes no fucking sense. It's similar to Linux, but it's so different. It just different enough to make you want to go fucking kill yourself once you're accustomed to the Linux, the Unix philosophy or whatever the fuck, I don't know. Yeah, but I'm gonna do a series on that. Like a step by step, easing you into it without any ideological. It's gonna be practical, okay? Because I've been confronted many times with my way of using a computer, and sure, it's a bubble. Like, you kind of have to live in a bubble nowadays if you want to stay sane. Then again, everybody lives in a bubble, so that's nothing special. What I would advise you is to live in a bubble that is parallel to reality, even if that kind of contradicts itself. Ah, fuck it, it is what it is. The world's a fucking crazy place. This craziness can drive you to be depressed. Let me tell you. Even if you're depressed, feeling empty, all this type of bullshit, my best advice to you is work out. You don't have to go to the gym. I'm into working out because that was the only option for, you know, depression or whatever for problems of life. Discipline, I guess, is the correct word for it. Let me tell you the beauty of discipline. And that is, doesn't matter how low you are, how lost you are. Once you find a routine, i.e. in working out, you find a place, you go to the gym, you this, that, the other. Doesn't matter what happened that day, if it's the beginning or the end, or what uh, kind of emotions you feel. You go to the same place, maybe same time, you do the same shit and you know it's behind you. You did something productive, healthy, and who doesn't like looking good? Now, looking good, that comes with its drawbacks, or I guess the progress of getting to look good. Body dysmorphia is going to get you, and maybe not body dysmorphia. I mean, if you compare yourselves to these roided up guys on Instagram, and you happen to be not so blessed genetically, that's just gonna take a toll on you. You're going to notice things that other people don't care about. You think other people care about. But that's just something once you get over, it won't be a problem. Yeah, it sucks, sure. And your insecurities will show, but at the end, well, preferably, if you start working out, you stay working out. You know, it's type of lifestyle. Whatever the fuck does that mean? I don't know. Look, I started back when I started. I wanted to look good for girls, for a girl rather. And you start for one reason, you continue for another. I can confidently say I look good. Sure, I'm no Instagram model, whatever the fuck. But it just kind of happened over the years. And if you feel discouraged even after 5 years of not seeing anything, let me tell you, after 7 years, my gains just skyrocketed. I mean, I was skinny as fuck. You know, once you get to the top of your physique, or, you know, reach, I'm talking about calisthenics, of course, because if you're really into bodybuilding, which I wouldn't advise, you should train to be healthy. This comes from a guy who smokes, but this wasn't always like this. Yeah, people came in and my brain just fucking stopped. Oh, fuck them. I was talking about appearances. Yeah, people will be jealous, sure, but they don't know where you're coming from. And this is a lesson you should learn. People who look good get treated different. But in my case, when I came around to socialize, you know, I had this certain type of look. Kind of fell for it. I myself forgot that it took me fucking years. I mean, years. Like, always when you want to do something, people interrupt. Well, fuck it. They got me back, so yeah. Where were we? Yeah. Once you get to the top of your gains, and you get that social validation, presuming you didn't post about it beforehand, might fall into the trap of devaluing all that work or the reasons you do it. You might get a social identity of, yeah, he buff, and that's it. People don't look. I commit the same mistake. When you see a guy or girl with a buttocks of appreciable size. Doesn't hit you how much work, or yeah, how much work it took. It does not. And the result of that is that those people who perhaps didn't start for that social validation, they get caught up in it. And I guess it's just that is just a different form of hurdle to come over for that individual. But yeah, the years it took to get there, and now you have all this, I don't know, positive meaning. I mean, it's meaningless. Let's be honest. I mean, unless you define your self-worth by other people's opinions, which is just on a personal level, not making money out of it. In my eyes, is not the way to go. No sir. No sir. It has been long enough, but fuck it. I'm a podcast channel right now, or from now on. I mean, honestly, I do appreciate if you listen to a random guy just talking to himself. I mean, that is what it is. Um, yeah. You may notice that or I hope at least, that my ramblings have improved. Yeah. When I first started this shit, lost as now, basically, even more lost, I guess. Didn't really think. Didn't really reflect. All my opinions were shaped by the content I consume. But now I'm glad to say that this shit isn't repurposed. But that's just how life goes, I guess. Yeah. And honestly, it is. It feels good to just fucking talk into nothingness in this particular case. Just talk it out. Fuck it. The people who see this, if they see this, that know me. Hi. If you reach out, you might get to know me, but this leads me to revealing your face and or identity to the people to see. Just stop that. Just fucking stop that. Anything, especially going forward in the future, anything you see on the internet, even this video, assume that it's fake. Do your research. Or just honestly think about it critically. What the fuck is happening? Hello. Servus. Because every there is out there with an agenda. My agenda is letting steam off. Because there is no... I don't know the types of people who would watch this shit. Frankly, I don't give a fuck. To some point, I put this... To some point, yeah. The point of this is to have a conversation about things that I find are important. Now this is backed by some amount of dissatisfaction with the things they are, but I'm here to join my own conversation. And if people would like to, you people who actually sit through the probably hour-long video, or I guess podcast, of questionable production quality, be my fucking guest. Welcome. Honestly. That motherfucker ice cold just rolled down the hill. I got a funny story. I tried this once. I broke my finger. Never been the same. Never been the same. Ah. Guess this is a good note to end on. Let me go on back on my word. Go back on my word, and if you're actually interested in this, there's my website on in the description. You will find poorly written articles over there, but I guess if I put this shit on, then you will find somewhat improved written shit over there to read. Yeah. Fuck it. Let's talk about some more shit. I'm just gonna stop. Next time this year, maybe even earlier.